At HomeWell, we know there's no place that can inspire the same sense of security and comfort as home. Whether you're aging peacefully, recovering from a medical procedure, or facing what seems to be an uphill battle, the warmth of home can make all the difference. That's why HomeWell is committed to bringing you the highest quality of care right to your front door. Nationwide, we are a group united under a single purpose: to deliver trusted care with true compassion wherever you call home. And our commitment runs deep. From the gentle, nurturing touch of our caregivers to the expertise of our care managers. It's shown in our signature programs that go beyond general care to bring proactive, purposeful solutions for the long term. For those needing companionship, everyday support, or specialized care for life's greatest challenges, HomeWell is here and ready to help. With trusted care and true compassion, you can expect more from HomeWell. Visit HomeWellCares.com today to find an agency near you.
Yes, welcome, man. Welcome, elite entrepreneurs and empire builders. I am so pumped for today for so many reasons. As you know, as you've seen, unless you've missed it, let me catch you up today. Today is important because we're actually revealing not one, but we have two major announcements to share today, both about HomeWell and this opportunity. We're going to get to those. And so I can't wait to unpack those with you, but I'm just so pumped that you're all here. Wherever you're from, drop it in the chat. Tell us where you're joining in from. I'm over here in the Midwest, and it is officially fall, y'all. And that means that mosquitoes are still out, unfortunately, although the weather is starting to drop. It's a beautiful thing here in the Midwest. I have my coffee that I drink black all year, except when fall comes, and then I put just a little bit of pumpkin creamer in it because I like it. I don't know, whatever. Make fun of me. It's fine. I'm fine with it. Anyway, it's gonna be a good day today. Today we're bringing on HomeWell Care Services. That's the brand we're talking about today. HomeWell Care Services. They offer a wide range of non-medical in-home care, personal care, companionship, and different kind of homemaker services for seniors and other, not just seniors, but other homebound individuals, so that they can remain safely in the comfort of wherever they call home. That's what they do. And it's such a booming industry, and there's an incredible need with it. And so we'll share a little bit more about that too as we get into this interview, because today we're going to talk about what HomeWell does and how they do it. We're going to talk about what makes this opportunity so unique. We're going to talk about the investments. Actually, the investment is actually where one of our major announcements is going to come. So I can't wait to unpack that for you elite entrepreneurs and empire builders today. This brand, HomeWell Care Services, here's what's really cool about this brand. There's a lot of great, incredible brands in our portfolio. I mean, we have over 350, nearly 400 franchise opportunities that have gone through our pretty critical validation process with the brokers that we're a part of. And so they have to go through quite a bit to be part of and to be qualified as a franchisor that we can trust, that we can work with. And so Samantha listening from St. Louis, just south of us. I see you. So that's awesome. I'm sorry if you're a Cardinals fan, but go Cubs go. Anyway, that's where my picture is behind me is Wrigley Field, but there's that for you. But out of the 350 brands, opportunities that we have, franchises that we work with, HomeWell last year and now still on pace to do it again this year is the fastest growing, fastest developing brand out of all of them. Incredible the amount of growth and success that they are seeing as a system, and then also for their franchisees. And if you dive into this one, you're going to see that left and right, the kind of the quality of franchisees, the success that they are experiencing in their own territories and beyond. And so I cannot wait to unpack this one with you. And so we have the pleasure of bringing on the one and only Mike Condon, who is the VP of franchise development for HomeWell Care Services. And not even beyond that, he's an owner of multiple franchises. And so we might talk about that a little bit, but he has actually helped grow HomeWell to become that number one spot that they now hold in the industry. But above everything that he has accomplished in life, he would tell you that his greatest accomplishment is none other than his 4 beautiful kids, which That's a lot of kids. That's actually more than his golf handicap, because I hear he's pretty good at that too. But anyway, I cannot wait. I'm excited to bring him on today. And so that's what we're here to do. We're here to talk about Mike and talk about HomeWell Care Services for you elite entrepreneurs and empire builders. So let's dive into it.
I always talk to our office staff a lot, and I have a great office staff. We talk about how many people we help during a week or during a month or during a day, because that's what it is. We're helping families. We get a lot of telephone calls at our office, like most agencies do, where the daughter, for example, who does most of the caregiving arrangements, she's in tears. She doesn't know what to do. She has a mom that's sick, or her father, but she also has her own kids, where she has her career. So she's kind of like stuck in the middle, and she doesn't know what to do, or she doesn't know or have the skills to help her mom. So she's just frustrated, and when she calls us and we're able to send out our community outreach director, for example, to sit down with her, calm her down. It's okay. We're here to help you. We're in this together. We try to create with our community the sense of that you're not alone anymore. You have a team to help you with your mom. You have a team to help you with your dad. And we call it Team HomeWell. That's what we believe in.
Mike, welcome, brother, to FRAN OPPS Lives inside the greatest Facebook group in the metaverse, man. I'm so excited you're here today.
Awesome. Jared, thanks for having me, man. This was, holy cow, that was quite an intro. That was fantastic to watch. And you saw Rob Royster, one of our franchisees in Kentucky there, talking a little bit about, it's not just a business. It is about family and opportunity. So thanks for having me on today, man. I'm excited to have this chat.
Yeah, absolutely. And hang on through and through, because like I said, we got two big announcements we're going to reveal, one kind of toward the middle, one toward the end. And then at the very end as well, I'm actually going to share with you all a testimony from a current franchisee in Tucson, Arizona. And so I can't wait to kind of share his story a little bit too, but hang on to the end. But Mike, why don't we dive into your story a little bit, man? Tell us a little bit about you, about yourself in this role. Let's talk into your story a little bit.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, so as you mentioned there, I been in franchising for a little bit now. My background was in the corporate America, like probably many of people out there, right? Wondering what else is out there. How else can I continue to grow, be around my family, provide for my but live that entrepreneurial dream of building something for myself, but not by myself. And I fell into franchising, right? Yep. I was somebody similar to you, Jared. I found myself as a consultant working with other people, placing them in franchises, and said, what the heck? I kind of want to own some. So back in 2018, my wife and I made that leap into business ownership for ourselves. We bought a couple of medical spas here I live in the Metro Detroit market. And we've continued to grow ever since. And we own now a couple of health and wellness concepts here in Michigan. And I love it. I love franchising. I love what it gets to offer people and the opportunity it gets to offer people. Back in at the beginning of 2022, I was approached by HomeWell to come on and join their team from one of our familiar friends that we both know, Brandon Clifford.
Yeah.
And he said, "Hey,
for you listeners, Brandon Clifford is the CEO of the brokerage that FRAN OPPS is affiliated with. So I know him well."
Yeah, absolutely. He's a great guy, been a friend of mine for a long time, and presented me with an opportunity to join this group called HomeWell. And as many people say, like, I don't want to go back to corporate America. I will tell you, it was the best decision I ever made. My passion, my background, and what I get up and work for every day is helping people believe in what they can do. And at HomeWell, that's what we get to provide our owners with, is the opportunity not only to build a great business, to really be out there to help the community and provide a service that every community needs. So been privileged to be here now for 2.5 years, lead our development team, and excited about the future, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And that's the beautiful thing about franchising. You mentioned, wanting to go into it because you got into it because you want to go in it, into business for yourself, but not by yourself. And I talk to a lot of people all the time who kind of come at franchising with a negative mindset and go, well, it doesn't give you any creativity, doesn't give the owner any flexibility to kind of make the calls they need to make on the ground. They have to have this copy and paste system that's got to be followed by the book. And it's like, you're saying all those things as if they're bad things. Those are actually some of the biggest pros and benefits of being a franchisee, is taking a playbook that has been proven time and time again to help you find success as an owner. And it makes it simple for you. You don't have to recreate the wheel. It's already been created for you. And so, man, it's cool to hear that you're experiencing that as a franchisee yourself. And that's neat that you can even relate to the current owners that are coming on board with HomeWell at that same place. They're like, hey, I get it. I'm a business owner myself. So that's Well, you talked about you talked a little bit about the services. Tell us about the services and what kind of HomeWell does.
You did a great job in that video, explains it really well. Our owners provide activities of daily living for those who want to continue to remain in their home, be safe in their home, and live in their home as they age. And to your point, whether they're aging or they just had a surgery or they're mentally disabled or something along those lines where they just need help inside that home, that's what our caregivers and our agency owners provide within that home. Like I said, activities of daily living, companionship, cooking, cleaning, transportation to doctor's offices, housekeeping, all the way up to being there 24/7. Maybe that loved one lives out of town and can't be there for mom and dad or somebody because they had a stroke and they need somebody 24/7. So we provide all of those services in a non-medical capacity to allow that loved one, whether they're near or far, to know that somebody's there to help take care of that loved one so they can continue to operate inside their home.
Now, the owner are they the one in the home offering those services to the client?
Typically not. No, typically not. It is most of the time a caregiver or a certified, a CNA is what we call them, within the home that's providing that. We have very specialized training that they go through. Every once in a while, if it's a companionship case and an owner needs to step in, some of them are happy to do that. Some of them choose to not do that. It depends on how they want to run their business, and that's completely up to them. A lot of different options on how to handle that.
So the owner has to go through all the certification and training themselves too?
Yeah, there isn't a ton of certification when it comes to that, but it definitely is something that the owner is going to be trained on, because as a business owner, you want to be trained on everything within your business to ensure that everybody's doing it right. So we want to make sure that the owner's well prepared when they go through our opening services process and prior to opening their agency, that they're familiar with all facets of the business.
What does that preparation period kind of look like? What does that training look like for the owner until they're ready to start running?
Yeah, really depends on the state that you're in. Obviously, we are a healthcare business, so some states require some sort of personal care license, others don't. 33 states do, and within those states, depending on the licensure process, we're going to get that process started right away, make sure they get their license submitted and get that. And then they're going to go through pretty much between a 90 and 120-day training period. All of our training is done virtually. You're not flying somewhere, sitting in a classroom for 5 days, because we know that you're not going to retain 80% of that. We want to feed you that training. We've all done it right in school, where you cram for that test and you're like, oh my God. But for this, listen, this is an ongoing learning business, like most businesses should be. So we're going to feed you that information over a period of time so you retain it, you understand it, and you can apply it. And that's really what is important as you go through our training processes, is we're going to feed you those pieces of information when you need it so you can apply it and learn it and continue to retain it.
That's so true, because I remember even my wife the other day was asking me if I remember reading Fahrenheit 450 something or other, and I was like in school, and I was like I don't even remember. I probably maybe was supposed to read it. I don't remember if I did. I don't remember any of it. So that's so true. That's a good point. Yeah. The part that comes to my mind that sounds challenging could be finding all the employees, finding the right kind of help needed of people who have gone through that training before or already have those certifications or who could be a qualified caregiver. That sounds like a challenge. So how is HomeWell, do you guys help with that, and how do you do that?
Yeah, great question. Number one question we get: how do I find people? Right? This is a people business. We are in a people business. Make no mistake about it. So for us, it's funny because when you talk to our owners, they're going to tell you it's not about finding the people. It's about keeping the good ones. And I think when you look across the landscape of a business, I don't care what business you're in, every business owner is going to tell you that. I get people, but I have a hard time keeping good people. So we focus a lot on the retention part. How do we support our owners in retaining their good people through, whether it be a 90-day retention plan that's very specific to our caregivers, whether it be supporting their internal teams like the scheduler, the HR manager, their care manager, and giving them very specific ideas and ways to retain them. At the end of the day, as I said, this is a people business. And what I always say is, well, if you ever been work for a boss that you didn't like, I always call them the crappy boss. We've all worked for them. And let's be, at the end of the day, don't be that boss. This business is people. Let's be empathetic. Let's work with our people, and let's be a good leader for them so they can grow and develop.
That's right. That's right. What kind of owner then are you guys looking for? Are you looking for someone that already has kind of this experience a little bit, the background in this field?
No, actually, it's funny. 48% of our owners have no healthcare experience and have never ran a business. So
never even ran a business. Most of them, this is their
never
first
even
time.
ran a business.
Okay.
So, and why is that important to people out there listening? Well, you don't need to know everything. Our job as a franchisor is going to teach you that. Our systems and training are developed specifically with you in mind, that we can take you from A to Z without you knowing anything, and help you feel comfortable for when you launch your business, you know you're going to be successful. Yeah. Really what we look for are kind of two things in people. Well, my question is always, if somebody is, well, why are you interested in this industry? What's your passion? Because I said, this is a passion business. You have to want to help in your community, serve people,
you have to
and
care
provide
about
these.
people. Yeah.
You have to care about people.
100%.
And then two, are you willing to put your pants on one leg at a time and go to work? Because if you do that consistently, time and time again, this business can deliver the results that you're looking for. Those are the two secret ingredients that I tell people. If you come with those two things, we're going to help you with everything else.
Yeah. So it sounds like mostly owner operators is kind of what you're looking for.
Typically, most of our owners start off as owner operators. Yeah, that's exactly how they start off. I would tell you probably 95% of our owners are owner operator in the beginning, because it's going to scale faster. It just does. We have the data to back it up.
Yeah.
In all reality, we want you to end up stepping back, right? So is that a year? Is that 2 years? Is that 3 years? It really depends on you and how you want to build out your organization. We have a lot of different strategies to help with that and look at that as you grow. But really, owner operator in the beginning is the best method.
And it sounds like it'll scale pretty. Like this is one of those industries where this business sounds like it'll probably scale kind of naturally, like over the years as the world continues to shift and grow older.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the industry that this is in and of itself.
Yeah. I mean, everybody hears the numbers, 10,000 baby boomers turn 65 every single day. That's actually not even true anymore. It's 12,500. Wow. So we've hit this thing called peak 65. And it's only going to continue to go up. So for the next 5 to 10 years, it's over 12,000 people every year that are turning 65. So the demand for these services are not going away. They're not going away anytime soon. They're going to continue to grow. The nice thing about this, I always call it, you can't Amazon this business. We know, who doesn't love Amazon? I love hitting the button and having my stuff show up tomorrow. But you can't Amazon it, right? This isn't going to be something that's going to be bought online anytime soon.
Can you AI it? Can you AI
that?
this business?
It'd be very, very difficult to AI this business as well. So, although we use a lot of technology as we run the business and as our owners run the business, we look at those things and from a business opportunity standpoint, those are some of the attractive things that this business model can offer that depending on what you're looking for.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Well, tell us then. So we got some people listening that are interested right now. They're curious about it. So let's talk about the investment side of it as a whole. What does the investment look like? What does it cost? What can they expect in that? And actually, let's dive in, because this friend is actually where we're going to make one of our big announcements today, is in this investment that is so unique to any other franchisor right now, an opportunity that we're going to lay in front of you. Mike, can you speak into it a little bit?
Yeah. Great lead in. We know that this business is a passion-based business, and we want people that want to come in, bring that passion, and grow a great business opportunity. So a couple of years ago, we launched what's called the zero franchise fee. That's right, zero franchise fee. Now, for anybody that's ever looked at
$0 for your franchise fee.
Yep, $0. For anybody that's ever looked into franchises and understand writing a check of whatever that amount is, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, it's terrifying. I've done it. It is
that's
scary.
A big check. And I think that's about, I think the industry average in franchising is about $30,000 for a franchise fee. Sometimes it's 60, sometimes it's 15. I've never seen zero. That's nuts. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about how that's even possible.
Yeah, we looked at it several years ago and said, listen, one of the big barriers to entry with any business model or any franchise is that franchise fee and the fear of writing that check. What's on the other side?
Right.
Let's take that away. Let's take that away and show folks when they get in, here's how you can be successful with us. Trust in us because we trust in ourselves. And that's really what it's done, is given folks that are on the fence that they know they can do it. We know they can do it because we're ready to award them that territory.
Wow.
To give them the confidence to say, hey, the franchise is willing to put their money where their mouth is. If they believe in me, why shouldn't I? And that's really what it's about. And again, I'm happy to go into details further with after this call or anybody else. But really, the premise of it is, listen, we know we have a great business model. We know we can help you be successful, and we're willing to put our money where our mouth is with the zero franchise fee.
And that's why HomeWell is number one. Exactly. So then, okay, what does that mean for the investment? Do they have to invest anything, or is it all free?
Yeah. Let's be honest. You are starting a business. So, so we looked for somebody to have somewhere when you're looking at our FDD, you give an investment range of about $52,000 to $224,000. We're looking for somebody in that $100,000 to $150,000 of liquid capital, really get this business off the ground. So again, happy we have some tools we dive into as they go through our discovery process to show them where that breaks down and everything. But, that's really what we're looking for. So obviously, you got to have money, guys. Listen, this isn't free. No business model is free, as they should be. But again, we're willing to put our money where our mouth is to get you open and help you be successful.
Yeah, absolutely. Incredible. So then what does that investment kind of get them? What does that go towards specifically? And maybe specifically, if can you zone in a little bit on support? What kind of support? And we've talked bits and pieces of it already, but tell us a little bit more about the support that they're receiving from the HomeWell team.
Yeah. So from the moment that you sign your franchise agreement, you're going to be hooked up with your onboarding coordinator, and you're going to be put in touch with your franchise business coach. Those two people are going to get you all the way through your opening services process. They're going to help you get your business open. How do you get your license? How do we set up our LLC or EIN and go through that process? There's a long checklist of stuff that they're going to help you through in order to get your business open and successful from day one. And then once you launch, that business coach is going to stay with you. I always tell people the number one reason why I think our franchisees have been as successful as they've been over the last several years is our implementation of our business coaching. The business coach, to me, helps hold them accountable, helps keep them on track, and helps them really focus on the business instead of being in the business every day. You guys know, if you're exploring business opportunities and looking at franchises, you're going to be in that business, working that business every day. Sometimes you got to take a step back and really evaluate from a CEO 30,000-foot position. What are we doing right? What do we need to adjust? And how do we grow? And that's where that business coach is going to come in and really help that process. You're going to meet with them once a week, mandatory once a week for the first year. And sometimes, let's be honest, a lot of those owners are meeting with them more than once a week. They're picking up the phone on a Saturday, calling them.
Sure.
It's amazing to me how much interaction there is. And we keep that ratio really low. One business coach for every 20 franchise owners. Again, we're a people business, so we want to ensure that you have access to the people that are going to help you be successful. And that's just one of the ways we can help with that.
Yeah, man, I love that.
Yeah.
And so with all this support, with the investment, what it is, with the growth you've seen, I envision you've probably seen some your franchisees, I bet, have seen some pretty incredible success along the way. Do you have any unique stories or specific stories of success that come to mind for you of any of your current franchisees that you could share or want to unpack with us?
Yeah. I'll share with one, and I'm in Michigan here, so I'm going to talk about a good friend of mine who I've gotten to know really well, Mike Marone here in Michigan.
Oh, cool.
He's been in the system. Sitting at right about 8 years. And when you sit and talk with Mike, he's going to be the first one to admit, listen, I was a cop. I was a cop for 25 years. I got into this business because my ex-girlfriend said I need to be in this business, and then she wasn't a part of it. So he came in with zero knowledge. And when I mean zero, he knew nothing. He's our third largest producer in the system that we have right now.
Wow.
And he's done that because he's worked hard, he's been consistent, and he's followed the system.
Yeah.
You know, and you talked about it, right? Franchising, you know, everybody thinks, oh, I got to do exactly what they say. We don't want you to do everything we say. We want you to stay within some guide rails and put your spin on it that works in your community.
Okay.
And that's what he's done. And it's made him really successful, continuing to grow. He's buying 3 more territories.
Wow.
And he's just getting started, man. He's excited. He's still excited about the business model, and you know, it's great. I live right by him, and we get to, you know, I get to hear a lot about his success just because he likes to tell me, and we have a lot of fun together. He's a good guy.
Yeah, that's incredible. And so the third highest producing out of how many franchisees? How many do you have currently?
So currently we sit at as far as signed franchisees, we sit at 117.
100, you've already broke the 100 mark. That's incredible. 117. And out of those, he's the third as a cop. Come in. It's the third highest producing. Incredible. Unreal. Guys, anyone can do this and do it well with the right team behind you. But at the end of the day, you know, for people, it still comes down to finances, right? Like as much as it's got to be about people, you have to care about people. That's great. But your care for people won't pay your bills either, right? It won't help you achieve some of those goals that you have set for your future. So can you talk to us a little bit about maybe you can't tell us about, like, you know, we're not going to sit here and promise you here's what you're going to make as a HomeWell franchisee, but can you share a little bit about maybe the item 19 or maybe what some of the other owners have experienced, or can you speak into that a little bit for us?
Yeah. I mean, when you look at our item 19, it breaks it down pretty simply. It shows you the owner, the number of territories, and the revenue that they're doing, right? So we try to keep it very simple. You're going to see a range, right? Like every franchise has. You're going to see low 6 figures. You're going to see up to 20 million. I mean, there's a wide range in there.
Wow.
Our top, you know, we've been blessed. We have a couple of very, very large franchisees that have been very successful.
Wow.
And listen, at the end of the day, we get this question, well, you know, how successful can I be? That's up to you. Our job, we want you to grow big. We take a royalty. That's what franchising is. Yeah. We want you to be as big as you want to be. Our job is to support that growth, help you scale with whatever that means, and really ensure that you can meet those goals with what those are. So it's been a lot of fun. When I look across our item 19, you know, we show year over year growth. It's incredible to see what our owners have done. And, you know, it's not just the owners that are new. It's the owners that have been here for 5, 10, 15 years that are still continuing to grow, which tells me that there's still a lot of room to grow in this industry.
Yeah, man, I love that. So good. Why, you know, before we get to our last big announcement for today, you know, if someone's watching this right now and they're kind of on the fence, they're like, man, I was not interested at all in this, but now I'm kind of thinking about it. What would you say? Why should an elite entrepreneur or empire builder consider HomeWell over some of your competitors?
You know, I think it comes down to a couple of things, right? When looking at a franchise, you got to find the right opportunity that you're passionate about, that you can wake up on a Tuesday morning and say, man, I'm excited to do this today. Because business ownership is hard, flat out. We make no bones about it. No business is easy. And neither is this one. So we want you to get up. We want you to be excited every day about the opportunity you get to bring these services and help people. Second part of that is, hey, by the way, we're here to make money too. Let's not joke. We're in business to make money and be successful too. So we really want to maximize that opportunity. And really comes down to our core values, right? Community, people, and passion. That's it. It's about serving that community. It's about the people we do it with, whether it's our franchisees or our franchises as a whole, right? And it's about the passion that you bring and we bring to help you be successful as entrepreneurs. Because when we do all of those things together, man, it's an unstoppable force. We're seeing that across the country. We've seen growth like we've never seen before, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, true story. And with the success and the rate of success that you guys have seen as a Fran dev team over the last year and a half, it really is like, for you elites watching right now, or at another time, like if you're watching this down the road, it might be too late, because like the success that they're seeing literally is at the top compared to all the other brands in our portfolio. And so if you're thinking about this at all, get engaged in the process today enough to see if this might be a good fit for you. That doesn't mean that you're deciding today you want to be a HomeWell franchisee. That's not what it means to get into the discovery process. The discovery process is the research phase. So for those of you right now going, I just need to do a little research beforehand, you're misunderstanding what the discovery process is. It is the research phase with HomeWell kind of giving you exactly what you need. The questions that you're wanting to find on Google that you're not going to find, HomeWell is going to give those to you. And so they will help you determine if this is a good fit for you. And at the same time, it's a mutual evaluation process. They are determining if you are a good fit for them as well. And if it's a good marriage, man, we'll make it happen, you know? And so, but we're not going to know unless you reach out today and get started. And so if that is you today, my encouragement is right now to type 2024 in the chat below to get started. That doesn't mean, again, you're not signing your name to anything at all yet. There's still several weeks, several steps down the road till we get there. All it is saying is it's raising my hand going, I want some more information. I'm curious to get connected and talk a little bit more, see if it's a good fit for me, see if my territory is even still available with the rapid rate that they've seen. It may not be. So type 2024 in the chat. Today, I will get connected with you. I'll send you a DM, possibly get you on the phone with Mike even today, if not tomorrow or sometime that works for both of you guys, or someone on their team, and we'll get you connected to see if it's a good fit. Type it in the chat. Now, with all that,
Jared,
said, yes.
Can I say one thing? And I think
absolutely,
it's really
go ahead.
When you're looking at you're looking at a franchise, everybody's always scared to reach out, right? They're always like, man, they're going to be pushy. They're salespeople. Listen, at the end of the day, nobody's making anybody sign anything. I'm not flying to the Midwest to where you are and saying, hey, you got to sign this because you said, guys, it's an education process. And I want to make that very clear. Here at HomeWell, it is not a salesy. We're not used car salesmen. Man, I don't know if it's right for you. I don't know if you're right for us. It's a discussion. Let's take you through that education process, give you the knowledge and the tools to make an educated decision for you and your family. That's what we're about. And I think that's really important when we talk about this process. It is education. It's education on both sides. So sorry, I didn't mean to jump in there.
No, that is
scary, man.
That is so well said, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. So so this was actually, I wanted to get down to kind of sharing this one final big announcement today, Mike, and kind of here's where, if I could, I want you speaking to this a little bit. You guys have been trying to hire and bring on to your growing team because of the success you've seen, right? Can you tell us a little bit about what you're trying to hire and tell us why?
Yeah. You know, at the end of the day, as we continue to grow, on my team specifically, we're always looking for people that have a passion to want to help and educate and really understand this space to continue to grow our brand with the right types of people. As I said, this isn't for everybody, but for that person that's really passionate and wants to look at this, we want to give them the best educational experience. So, we've been looking for a while, and I'm lucky to say we've just found that person recently, right? And so,
actually, Mike, grow. I think I let me go find him. I think I know where he's at. Let me go get him.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone is cheering and hooting and hollering. That's right, friends. That's right, elite entrepreneurs. I am joining the HomeWell Care Services team as a part of the FRAN Dev team, and I could not be more excited. Genuinely, for me personally, there's a few reasons why I'm stepping into this next chapter of life. One is I deeply desire to be a part of a winning team, and that's the HomeWell team. They obviously, I don't know if you missed it today, but they deeply care about people. And that's exactly who I want to be. It's exactly the type of people I want to surround myself with. And I want to be in something that cares about people. And that's why I started FRAN OPPS, is because of other people and helping them chase the future that they've always dreamed. I can help them do that. And now I get to do that as a part of the HomeWell team as well. The second big reason too is actually my own personal story. I have my grandmother was diagnosed with dementia a while back. And over the last 4 years, it has been really hard to watch her age and have to do it in different facilities. She has moved, I think, 5 times in the last 4 years, and it's been really hard. Now, there's been steps where, because of her disability, it's a little different, but especially earlier on, we as a family just didn't have the ability to care for her, to allow her to age in the home that she had lived in for decades, and that's really hard. And if I can help other people step into a business where they can provide that service to others in need, then absolutely I want to do that. And so I am coming on with the HomeWell team, and I could not be more excited about it. Now, listen, that doesn't mean this group or this business FRAN OPPS is going anywhere. I'm still sticking around. I'm still leading this crew. I'm still making sure I'm helping as many people as possible chase their dreams and franchise their future. If you come to me and you're like, hey, I'm interested in senior care, I'm going to tell you, I got the one and only. Literally, I'm working with the best one. And so that's the one we're going to talk about. But so there you go, friends. There's the big announcements for today. $0 franchise fee with the greatest senior care business in the industry, who has brought on a young bald head guy to be a part of the brand development team. And it's going to be a match made in heaven, man. I could not be more excited to work with you, Mike, and your team. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, we're so excited to add you to our team, man. We got a great group over here already, and your addition and your baldness will fit in very well with our group over here, man. So we're looking forward to that, brother.
So good. Yeah, I could not be more excited. So friends, that is it for today. If you hang on till the end here, I'm going to show you. You can still type 2024 in the chat. If you're still thinking about it, now is your turn. Now is your time to do that very thing. But as promised, I have I wanted to share a testimony of a short story, but it's about a minute and a half, of one of your current franchisees named Grant Hickman in Tucson. Man, before then, Mike, thank you so much for your time, your energy, your investment in this group. And so I greatly appreciate it, brother, and looking forward to the future with you.
Thanks, Jared. Thanks, everybody, for jumping on. Appreciate it.
All right, see y'all later. Have a good one.
Falls are a huge part of our clients' lives, unfortunately. And if anything we can do to minimize those, HomeWell puts a focus on it. We make sure that we do a safety assessment in the client's home. We're going to help families be more secure in their homes. We help people age at home or where they want to age safely. We just help them do it where they want to do it. I think about one of our good clients right now that we were helping him a couple times a week. The family kept trying to get him to come up and live with them. He kept insisting, I want to be in my home. He's been in that home for 40 years. By bringing us in 7 days a week, the family now feels safe with allowing him to live at home where he wants to live. And we just help him be there and be safe. We've got one couple right now that's 96 and 97 years old. By us coming up a couple times a week, helping out, getting him bathed, shaven, and so forth, it also allows his wife the rest from that. I think we've noticed that when we started going up there, she's able to get more rest. Respite care is really a very important thing, not just for the actual person receiving the care, but for the family members. We really make a difference. My day is better when I've gone out and met with clients in the field. When I go home at night, I just feel good about what we do, and I know that we're impacting people's lives, not just the seniors or those in need, but also their families, and we're making them feel secure. We make a difference.